What's up guys, how you guys doing? Today I wanted to do a knife review, but just before we get started into the knife review, I just wanted to show you what my current EDC is, at least for this week. It changes every week because I got way too much stuff. I keep on buying too much crap. I think I'm addicted. But yeah, so right in front of you, you got the Leatherman P4, which I've already done a first impressions video on, and I got my Casio Royale, or that's what people like to call it. I'll do a video review on this later in the near future. My regular leather fossil wallet, and then my SOG Terminus XR. So today we're going to be talking about the SOG Terminus XR. So let's go ahead and get rid of this other stuff. I just want to show it off to you. I always like it when I get to see other people's EDC, so I figured you guys might appreciate seeing mine. But yeah, so this is a fairly new piece in my collection. Let's do a quick 360. I figured I'd try it out. I really had no intentions of buying it, but I figured I hadn't done a knife review in a long time, so I figured I'd pick this one up. So starting off with my favorite talking point is price. On Amazon after taxes I paid $65. Out in town you're looking at paying around $65 to $75. So I wouldn't say it's budget friendly, but definitely well under the $100 price tag. Next item is fit and finish. Fit and finish is fantastic. Everything is very solid. And I mean, I guess it's hard to mess up a small knife. This is, I would consider, a smaller knife. So with that being said, everything is still very solid, very tight. Next item is the blade. This is, what would you call this, a drop point? I'll call it a drop point, and it comes in CTS BDZ1 steel. I am not an expert in different types of steels. I know that anything that starts with CTS is normally pretty good, at least from what I understand. It's a carpenter steel. I haven't heard anything negative about it. Alright, next item is the handle and liners. So you do have full metal liners. They are skeletonized. You can't really see it, but they are full metal and they are skeletonized. And I don't really know what the handle scales are made of. I think they're carbon fiber. Yeah, that looks like it's a carbon fiber handle scales. They are textured. I wouldn't consider this the best texturing, but they are textured and they provide some level of resist or grip, so not too bad. I'm not complaining. Next item is the lockup. So as the name implies, this has the XR lock. I don't know what XR stands for. I want to say that it stands for crossbar. That's what I'm going to call it. So XR stands for crossbar in my mind. But as you can see, you saw that it's effortless for disengaging and deploying the knife, and lockup is fantastic. So this XR lock is essentially just an access lock if you're familiar with Benchmade knives. But very easy to disengage one-handed and deploy. And if you can see, if you've already seen videos of this, you'll know what I'm talking about. But look at that, just free falling and smooth as butter. Yeah, on first impressions, when you buy this knife, it's not going to seem like it's that smooth. It'll feel like kind of sluggish, but just play with it around, or play around with it for a little bit, and it'll just break in right away, immediately. Next item, does it carry well? Ergonomics, weight, comfort, and etc. Ergonomics, I would say for what it is, being a smaller size knife, or at least smaller than what I'm used to, ergonomics is fine. I mean, you know, it's not like a funky shaped handle. It's just a standard handle shape, so I've got no complaints on that. And it's got aggressive enough jimping on the spine of the blade for you to get a good solid hold on it. And I mean, this isn't a knife that you're gonna use for, like, you know, some kind of knife battle or any kind of super rigorous knife work. So I think for what it's meant to be used for, it's perfectly fine. As far as weight goes, so far it's been super light, like in my mind, or at least how it feels. but let's get the exact number. So 3 3/8, so about 3.5 ounces, which is, in my opinion, a very light knife. If you didn't know, I consider any knife under 4 ounces to be a lightweight knife. Some people say less than 3. For me, it's less than 4. But it does feel very light, and it is not noticeable in your pocket. It just kind of disappears. Next item, is it worth the price? I'm gonna say yes. To me, $65 if you have an Amazon account. I think that is a very fair price, considering you're not getting a budget steel, or at least I don't think it's a budget steel. I don't think any of the Carpenter steels are budget steels, so it's a good quality steel. I mean, on the market you could find knives with AUS 8 going for that price, so considering you're getting carbon fiber handle scales, full metal liners, this awesome XR lock, and a stronger steel, I think 65 is perfectly fair. Next item, should you buy if you're a collector, worker, etc.? Yes, I think this is I think it can be a hard use knife. You know, obviously you're not going to take this out to the woods to baton with it, but I think in an industrial environment or a factory setting, it'll thrive because you've got a proven reliable locking mechanism, and the Carpenter steel, which is essentially a steel meant to just be used out in industrial environments. So if you're a worker, I think this is a definite buy if you're considering it. And collector, yeah, I mean, if you're a collector, I think you should get any knife really, just because you're a collector. So yeah. Next item is overall thoughts. Overall thoughts is I am pleased with the knife. I wish that it was slightly bigger. I think maybe if the handle was a ½ inch longer, and as well with the blade. But for EDC purposes, it's perfect. I mean, it's not going to cause civil unrest when you whip it out. It's, I think, perfectly acceptable in an office environment, and it's big enough in a utility type scenario for you to do whatever you need to do. So yeah, I definitely say this is a win. You are not going to regret buying the Terminus XR. SOG is slowly but surely regaining all of my confidence in their ability to make a quality knife. So if you were thinking about this one, you have my recommendation. Let's do one more with the flipper tab. Look at that. Alright, so anyways, that's all I got to say. I hope that this video helps you with your next knife purchase. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye.